Yep, we're on wide spectrum now. Well, it certainly has been a hot minute since I have brought this thing out. Let me send this to my server. All right. I just informed the server about this. Ethan, you're getting ratioed. Your stream's getting ratioed right now. Just wait. Okay. It's hooked up to cold because I wasn't able to hook it up to hot. I was just going to run a garden hose from the 8900s hot to the machine because that's how I get the cold to it. But my second garden hose has a leak in it. So I don't think I want hot water spewing all over my fucking garage floor. So we're just going to run cold again. This is going to pose a couple of problems, but those problems shouldn't arise until after this thing actually starts filling. Because for the first cycle, I'm doing blankets, and I want to use Oxy Sanitize because it gives a soak, and it's a really fucking long cycle, and it does wave force. So it really just checks all the boxes. Because as much as I love this machine, the one thing it struggles at is turning over blankets. It can wash the blankets just fine, but turning them over is another story. So I'm going to put the heaviest one on top in hopes that it'll encourage it to rotate. Because when that gets wet, everything lighter's on top, so I'm hoping it'll like kind of like a boat. You know what I'm saying? The heavy one should sink down the lighter ones, saturate it more evenly. I don't know if any of the shit I'm saying right now makes sense. Hopefully it does. So I'm gonna actually... How could I get this to work? I guess I could just spin it beforehand and let it sort itself out. There was a little air in the line. Yeah, I'm gonna let it spin first and decide how it wants to order them. Well, it's also a good thing that I did this because that's just informed me that my drain line is not secure at all. Let's not have the blankets stretching over each other either. Or at least these ones. There we go, that'll be good enough. And I can let it figure itself out here. Let me fix my drain line. I have to have it really weird so that it doesn't siphon. I think the way I currently have it's going to work best. It isn't foolproof, but it'll work, I think. We're going to find out. I don't think this needs to go all the way to 1,000. You have school tomorrow? Damn. I don't go back until the 14th. Well, I guess that's not too far away either. So I guess... Well, yeah, that actually sorted itself out pretty nicely. That's about how I wanted it. And then we'll fill it from... Okay, well, this needs to get test mode filled first. Or otherwise, we're going to make zero progress on getting any water into this thing. Because it's going to want to fill with hot. That is very low pressure. I feel like it should be way higher. Do I have this thing on all the way? Well, I've just cut the water off. Seems to be doing a little better now. I should check the actual faucet though. It's all the way on. Guess we just have to roll with this. It's not the worst, honestly. What cycle are we doing? We're gonna do oxy sanitize, but on cold. I don't know what this is about, but I want it all to stay like this, because since it's all like this and they're not like on top of each other, should roll over a little more. Oxy sanitize is just a good cycle in general. Let me grab my aerial. Shit, I'm almost out. I gotta go back to Walmart. I'm probably about to, yeah, I may as well just pour the rest of the bag in, actually. There is like, there's like that much in there. So I'm actually just gonna like, there was a little more in there than I thought, but it worked in the end. This shit filling so slow. Does one of these containers have a little bit of aerial left in it? This one has some Foca. We'll do, that doesn't need any more detergent, actually. What water level are we at? 260. Yeah, we're about there. Okay, so the pressure switch is right. I haven't fucked up the pressure switch. I know I already said there was enough detergent, but I simply can't help myself but to add just a little bit of some Foca. You know, just to make the cycle a little more fun. The more laundry you throw in, the less suds you usually get out of this thing, so. That should be good, though. I'm thinking that's enough. Don't be shy, put some more. There's already a lot of aerial in there. Let me look at the water level from the back. Oh, we're actually coming along quite nicely, it seems. Because of the way my light is set up, I can see through the holes in the back. Could I see wool again? Probably not tonight. I can see through the holes in the back here. You can actually see where the water is coming in. You can see the side shocks and, well, all the motor stuff is down there, but yeah, I can see. How's washer is it? About 7. We have 27 viewers in here. Yeah, no, sorry, Ethan, you're getting mogged. It's not even funny. Like, I wasn't, like, doing this deliberately. It's just that whenever I pull the Waveforce out, everyone returns. So I had to humble him. How do you rate the Waveforce anyways? For top loaders, modern top loaders, this is about as good as you can get. I'm not saying it can compare to a direct drive, because that's delusional. It would have a fighting chance against a direct drive, I think, but still, I don't think it would be enough. This is our modern direct drive, basically. Starting to rethink the Oxy Sanitize because it does do a 30-minute soak. And I do want to go inside the house and play Run 8. But I guess I could stay here for the soak anyways, because I do want to be here to make sure it's not trying to do anything stupid. If this wasn't in test mode, it would probably throw an IE if I tried to... Here, let me rotate it. Let's get this part right. Kiernan, pretty please with a cherry on top even. I'll throw the cherry on top. I would say the model above mine is about as peak as it's going to get. The 5680. It's the same shit, but it has a heater. Even if you don't think that you're gonna use that heater a lot, I'd still get it. Because trust me, I thought the same thing until I had a heater. You must beware of the pipeline. I'm gonna throw this into the power cleanse test mode actually after this to give it nice Waveforce saturation. Then I'll throw it into Oxy Sanitize, cause fuck it, you know. It rotated itself, I think. This part's dry for the most part. God, that is heavy as shit. That's hard to rotate. Okay, this should cut out in a second. There it goes. Seven. Power cleanse. 1. All right, here we go. Let's saturate the fuck out of these things. Waveforce it. We're going to waveforce it. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong at all. It's chilling. Is this gonna decide to drain itself for no reason? Nope, we're waveforcing it. Here we go. Nope. It decided, fuck you. Maybe it will do it in the other direction. I want to believe this was the Waveforce demo mode. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. It almost looks like the demo mode. Like all of... What the fuck just happened? Also, wow, it smells like Ariel in here. It hasn't even really waveforced it yet. It already smells like Ariel. I want it to really wave force it though. I'm shifting. I'm shifting. By the way, the tub ring has started leaking again. But I just decided I don't care. Why? Why are you being stupid? I don't want to throw it into the actual test mode for it because I feared that if I do, it's gonna start draining. Because it drains and does it at the same time. Granted, I could just grab the drain hose, but I'm lazy, and I already have it set up in a particular way. You could tell it's heavy just by the way it's doing the shifting dance. Okay, it does it slower in this mode, but whatever. It should be enough to give us jets still. I think this is around the speed that Ethan's does it. Let me look at the back, see what's going on. Oh, we're getting some foam trying to head over. Yeah, it's doing a foam ring. But now that it's actually done it a little bit, maybe, just maybe, I can get the other one to work. No, we're stuck on delicates now. Okay, I guess it just does that. Let's try 2. The higher the number is, the slower it does wave force, so maybe it was just, like, too much. No, guys, don't worry. It's gonna do wave force. That is a weird shifting dance, though, probably because it's so heavy. Don't do it. God fucking damn. Why is it deciding not to? This is utmost peculiar. What if I just let it keep doing that? Will it decide to eventually? This is absolutely the wave force demo mode that I just found. And it wants to. It really wants to, you know. It obviously wants to. What the fuck? Let's try... Let's give it a good number 3. This is obviously the wave force demo mode. It has to be. I just want you to do wave force to saturate the blankets. That's all I want. That's slower, and it was close. It almost did it. But it didn't. So you know what we're going to do instead? We're going to set it to the cycle I wanted. You can't change it from hot. So I'm going to switch the hose, or actually, no. I'm going to leave it like that. And then extra high spin, because fuck it, why not? You can't select fabric softener. We will go 2 extra rinses, though, because Foca, and... Well, let's save Water Plus to see if we need it or not. If it decides to fill with cold, then it shall. I have a feeling it's gonna try to fill with only hot, though. No, there's some cold coming in. Watch it do wave force now. It should in the actual cycle. It's on hot. And we're filling with cold. Sometimes this machine does greatly confuse me. There it goes. Now it's going to try to agitate. Yeah, I bet it's not having a fun time with that. Yeah, no, it needs more water for sure. It's actually blooming it though, which is very impressive. But it absolutely needs to add more water. How high are you? I'm sober as fuck, actually. Okay, it's decided to add more water, which is probably a good thing. Or we can add 1 tablespoon. We should add a little more than 1 tablespoon. Let's see how this agitation goes, actually. Because this is a very long cycle. So you're fucking with me. You have got to be fucking with me. All right, let's water it up. By the way, this is a 3-hour cycle. And I've got 4 other baskets of laundry I gotta do. Tonight's gonna be a long one. But to be fair, this does include 3 hours. Yes. This does include a 30-minute soak, though, and 2 extra rinses. Going back to bed. That's valid. The longest cycle I think I can make my LG do is 2 hours, 20 minutes. I think you can go longer. For a lot of this stream, I'm just not gonna be here. I'm gonna be in the house, like, doing shit. I might not use this cycle, though, because of how long it's gonna be. I think I should probably switch it. It's filling to the point now where bedding is probably the best solution. This thing's programming is getting very interesting as it ages. I will say that. Softener. And 1 extra rinse. Let's see what 1 does. Let's see what 1 extra rinse does. Let's see where that gets us. Actually, no, I don't want bedding. I've just changed my mind. I changed my mind. I want cotton normal soil with an extra rinse. That's an hour 24. That's much more reasonable for this. And it'll do wave force. What am I getting splashed from? Probably splashback from that, honestly. If it stopped filling about now, then it would be perfect. I don't think it's going to do that, though. We could get lucky. Oh! Bazinga. And we also have to hope it's going to decide not to add more water after this. This is literally perfect. Well, it's capable. It's got the spirit. You can see that it does. But there's a little too much water now, so it's kind of fucked. Waveforce is going to have to come in clutch here because this is... It can. I'm not going to say that it can't. It's definitely going to be able to. So we're giving an hour 22, which is actually pretty good. The normal cycle behaves very differently when you actually fully load it, though. And we're adding more water. God damn it. If you have that machine... Oh, wait. Are we going to... Well, no wave force, but we do get the foam ring. That's pretty chill. It could be worse. It could be worse, guys. We'll see how the wash action is, though. That's going to be the main decider here. I'm also going to add softener. Not to the machine right now, but like to the dispenser. Well, there we go, adding water. I hope it doesn't dispense early because this dispenser's finicky. There we go. It's got some bloom to it. I can see it. It's trying. Given time, this is going to bloom. I can see it happening. I don't know if you guys can, but it is being raised. The motor sounds rather unhappy, but it usually does. Looks like we're gonna wave force again. If it locks in, it's gonna be a lot better. There we go. See, this is what I was waiting for right here. I'm telling you guys. And it's still kind of ass. Should drain all the water and take out a blanket? Why would I take a blanket out? It's washing fine, guys. I will give it a second of Water Plus, though. I do think we could use Water Plus. But the one thing I fear is that this is going to limit wave force some. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So I'm only going to let this run for a little bit. I don't want to limit wave force on accident. Although at this point, bedding might be a better option for actual wash quality. But I've got a plan for that. I've got a plan. I've got 4 other loads here, and I want to see what happens if I put it on bedding with the pressure switch all the way down. Just do bedding, let it cook. Let it cook, guys. Okay, I'm going to cut it off there. It's still got about an inch until it's full. I don't know. I think we just sacrificed even more wash action because we added more. It was kind of blooming. Oh, actually. No, see, we fucked it. That's even worse now. I mean, at least there's water moving around. Well, actually, hold on. No, this is perfect, actually. This is way better. It just needed a second. Oh, it doesn't... I can't tell if it's trying to roll over or if it's blooming. Because it looks like it's blooming on this side. But over here, it looks like it's rolling over. Something is happening. The chemistry is there. I'm considering more water. But the problem with more water is, again, I could jeopardize the wash action. Okay, it's about to do wave force, so let's see. If it limits wave force again, I'm just going to send it. If it's limited wave force, then it's just going to have more water added. I don't think it did. Oh, it didn't. Oh, there we go. We hit the jackpot water level. I'm not changing this. If I added even just 10 seconds more, I think it would have been too much, and it would have limited it. I think we hit the perfect level. The wash action itself is pretty decent, and the wave force is perfect. Well, as perfect as it's going to get for a big load. The jets can't be too aggressive on a big load. It just kind of doesn't work. On normal, it'll rarely do both ways at once. It depends on how it senses. I don't love the wash action, though. I see how I could encourage it to do better, though. If I do this, I gotta find out where is this... Okay, this blanket's being weird. Okay, that one's over there. Okay, no, it's doing it now. It's doing it now. I had to encourage it just a little bit, but it's got it now. Now it's blooming. It was that big-ass blanket that was the problem all along. Wave force again. I like the way that this is deciding to run. It's pretty frequent wave force. Which makes sense. For a larger load, you would probably want that. That might even be better than before. It's not perfect. It could be better. But I think that we can't get much better than this without sacrificing something. As much as I want to just say fuck it and let this thing fill all the way, I think it's going to limit the wave force. But the question is it worth it? Do we sacrifice wave force for the actual wash action? Because that's as strong as the agitation's going to get. I hear the motor. It's not happy with this at all. And this big blanket is hogging up literally everything in there. It needs more water. because of this blanket specifically. Well, actually, no. Wait, no. I'm not delusional, right? You guys see what's going on in the middle here, right? It's blooming. It's very weird with it, but it is blooming now. Yeah, no. What is with the wave force, man? Is it fucking Christmas? It's literally doing wave force every minute. I'm looking at the clock, and that's what it's doing. Every time it ticks down 1 minute, we get wave force. Oh. You know what I can do? I don't know why I didn't think about this before. Let me grab the flathead and let me knock down the pressure switch just one. Like the tiniest little turn. So that way we can get the benefits of both worlds. So wait, hang on. Water level right now is 184. Let me put that there to hold the lid up. There you are. Let's see. I think, was that in the right direction? Yes. Okay. We've done it. We've tricked it. I knocked down the pressure switch just barely. What is, okay, hang on. So what does it think we're at right now? 160. Okay. Let me do another one then. Okay, it thinks we're at 160. Wait, that's bad. We don't want it to think it's at 160. Okay, 180. We're back. There we go. And the action is improving. There we go. Honestly, I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's peak. I don't think we're going to get better than that. I think if I add any more water, the blankets are going to start floating above the impeller too much. And that would be bad. We're adding more water now. Oh, it's the bleach dispenser. Already? We're at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Now, the question is, are we going to get wave force after this? And if we do, just how powerful is it going to be? I'm hoping to see some pretty decent bloom on my other loads. I wasn't expecting it on these because it's blankets, obviously. The blue one is still kind of stuck on the bottom, though, and that is bothering me. You know what? I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Yeah. There we go. The bigger one probably should be on the bottom anyways, right? I mean, that's it. That's how they stay to load it. Okay. Let's do that. How did he get a W74 with a start button? He bought it with money. Where's Maddox? Not here. I don't know where bro is. Okay, now the action's really kicking in. That should have been the move from the beginning. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're doing pretty good now. Maddox rarely comes in here. He does on occasion, but he rarely comes into live chats. I have a feeling Maddox is struggling to find content to make, honestly. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. And then I start doing the crap. I vaguely remember how to do it, but oh fuck. Yep, I fucked it. Now we get slow wave force. What if I pause it mid wave force? And I take... If you pause it mid wave force, does it continue with wave force afterwards? It does. So what it thinks we're at 155, I need to dial that back. I need to dial that back a significant bit for it to do fast wave force, which is what I want. So dial it in this direction. And I don't know how much that was. That's 166. What if I just do that? That's the most it's gonna let me go, it seems. So, fuck it. This is... There we go. Oh! Oh, hell yeah. Why did it stop? You silly little goose. Okay, we're back at 184 again. This blanket is inflated because of the suds. And the heavy one ended up on top again anyways. But I don't really care. It's doing okay. If it washes, man. I'm probably going to transfer things from here into the 8900 for better spin. I'm a fan of what's going on here, though. Oh, we're getting it in the other direction, too. Yeah. I think a T950 would actually be awesome to own. A WCAD one. Or a T750. I'd go T750, honestly. The T950 is overkill. It's the same drum diameter anyways. Plus, in the T750, you probably get more water because of the way that the drum is. What about the T350? Too small. If you're getting 240, you should get a big machine for it. I've actually never used a T350 before. How does your waveforce with that high of a water level? How does mine do waveforce with that high of a water level? Mine never got to do that. I just adjusted the pressure switch, so it does that now. But from default, it will do. I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna set it back after this cycle. Actually, I'll set it back in 2 cycles. There's another one I want to have the water level up for. Okay, I've got 4 loads down here. One of them, I want to have the water level all the way down for to test something. The other one, I want to have it all the way up to test something. So since I already have it up, I'm going to test the up one first, which is 2 hoodies on bright whites for the direct drive action. I want to see it. I want to see that shit turning. Oh, we skipped to 57 minutes and we're going into the fucking rinse? Hello? Well, well, my drain hose setup works. There is some splashback, but for the most part, it's working. Is there a water level limit for it to do wave force? As the water level increases, it will start going slower and slower. This is it's just draining over the driveway here into the rocks. You can actually see the rocks getting more and more wet. I mean, it's pretty cool seeing this, actually. You can get the driveway clean at the same time. A 1450 would be decent. Pony, are you not listening to yourself? You can't just drop that on him. I'd get an MD2, honestly. I'd get a 50-pounder. Those things fucking rip. I'm gonna be honest. I think I like the MD2s more than the W184s. But I don't know. Is it at 56 minutes because it's about to do like a 30-minute fucking spin? He said 100 plus pounds in a garage. L1125 then. Easy as that. Oh, this is that weird drip dry phase. I'm gonna take this opportunity to bump it up to extra high, which is 1 hour and 4 minutes. But maybe it'll spin just a little bit faster. Question is, are we gonna suds lock? I doubt it. But you know what? I'm gonna move us to a more interesting view to see if it's gonna suds lock or not. But I need to, give me 1 second. I gotta lower the feet. Okay. This should be a good view of the back. The pump is just doing straight suds right now. I don't know how well you can see that. It's just a trickle of suds, which is probably going to increase as this actually starts spinning. All right, here we go. Speeding up now. Oh, no way. You can actually see the water coming out. You guys see that? You guys see the water down there? All the way down at the bottom. Yeah, see, look. You can see it now. Oh, that's awesome, man. I really hope you guys can see this as well as I'm seeing it. Yeah, no, the drain hose is, it's just suds coming out of the drain hose, I'm gonna be honest. It looks like it might be suds locking. Rectangle, square, it's the same thing. Fuck it. It's a quadrilateral. Now both people win. Oh yeah, you can see the suds coming and getting squeezed out. Let me get closer. You can see them getting squeezed out of the blankets, especially up here, like some ASCO type shit. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. It's not suds locking, but I mean, if I had sent it into test mode spin, it definitely would have. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Fagor machines. I don't know why, I just can't get behind them. I feel like for a hotel laundry or something like that, then it would be great. I don't know. It was already a struggle to find a W18. I actually don't have 4th gen Wascos anywhere near me other than the W184s. I don't have 74s, 124s, or I actually don't have 5th gens anywhere near me either. I have a few 6th gens. I do have a 675 that I haven't recorded. I just don't go to laundromats often at all anymore. I actually haven't been to one since Wash Day Z, I think. No, I filmed a couple for Maddox actually, but that was like a long time ago still. That was a couple months. Oh, fuck. Well, it's probably fine. Should have seen that coming. Yeah, it's probably fine. Now we're probably good. The 8900 is going on standby for spin. Although no, because it's probably going to limit the spin too. It's probably going to be a stupidly long, but like slow spin. I don't like when it does that. Whoa, there was a fucking bat that just flew across my garage. Not inside, but right outside the door. Holy shit. I have to stand here and monitor it while it's like this. I want to make sure it doesn't try to overfill. Yeah, a bat, bro. It flew right from the right side into the left. And it took like a solid quarter of a second for it to fly across that gap. I didn't know they were that fast. Like, I knew they were fast. I didn't think they were that fast. Also, my guitar finally shipped today. So I don't have to use that shitty Amazon one anymore. It's so much better. It's also wired, so that's great. Where's Matthew? Asleep, probably. It's 6 a.m. for him, so he's probably asleep. I feel like the water pressure has increased since the start for some reason. Just looking at how wide it is coming out. I don't know. I think going into rinse at 51 minutes is weird. Unless it's deciding to do like a 4-year-long spray rinse before going into spin, which I mean would be cool, but I don't think they'd do that. Because at that point, just do a normal rinse. Hey, there's a roly-poly on the ground. You're not supposed to be here. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's fine. I think I played Doors. No, sorry. I did play Doors once. I didn't really get it. It's just, there's not much to the game for me. You go through rooms, and then there's a guy that chases you. I don't really get it. I mean, it was a fun game, don't get me wrong. It was fun, but only for like the first 30 minutes that I played it. Then it just kind of gets boring because it's like, oh, I know exactly what's about to happen. That's the problem with about 90% of Roblox games, is that you know exactly what's going to happen after your first playthrough. There is nothing new at all. The only other not semi, because it is a popular. The only popular Roblox game that I have ever got around, apart from like the old like 2017 Bake a Cake or Work at a Pizza Place, other than those, and even then, Work at a Pizza Place has fallen the same fate. Bake a Cake, for me, still hasn't gotten old because of the nostalgia factor of it. I don't obviously play it all the time. I don't even play Roblox all the time. I haven't played it in like a while. The last time I did was Washware. And even then, Washware also gets boring after a little bit because it's not real. I cannot understand what is so fun about Washware. It's not real. Now I understand, like, it's a laundromat game, yeah, but I just don't get it because there's no factor to it. You're not accomplishing anything. You're watching the screen go, like it's, and then so one could argue that watching the videos of the machines is the same thing basically, and that's true to an extent. But the thing about Washware is that the machines do not exist in real life. I think that's the main problem with it. Natural disaster survival was really great. What was better was When The. There's a new version of it called When The, and it's just hilarious because it's natural disaster survival, but they added memes, and it's incredible. Me and Matthew played it on a private server, so I was able to control everything, and we did about 2,000 airstrikes at once, and the game broke. Water level's getting a little high. What's going on here? Can't forget about Cart Ride into 17 Pregnant Hyenas. I still haven't played it. I'm gonna be honest. I want to. It sounds hilarious. Just show me the water level. Oh, it's about to stop. Oh, yes, everyone is in Florida. What was I saying earlier? Oh, yeah. The only, like, released within the past 2 years, the only popular Roblox game that I ever got around to actually liking, and I put some actual hours into it, as much as I hate to say it, Regretivator was pretty fire. Because it has hundreds of levels. So it solves the problem that so many other Roblox games have, where it's you play for so long and then you understand you just know what's going to happen, so it's not as fun. With Regretivator, yes, it's the same thing eventually, but that's only if you play the game for hours. Because yes, eventually the floors start to repeat and stuff like that. It's essentially the best way I could describe this to somebody who hasn't played it would be, think the normal elevator, if you remember the normal elevator, because that's exactly what the game is based off of, except you get to interact more with your surroundings. I loved that game. We should hop back on. Not like tonight, obviously. I'm going to be doing this for a while. It's not Waveforcing It. It's not Waveforcing It. One second. Let's turn the pressure switch down. Now, what shall it do? It's a miracle this thing doesn't throw error codes when I do shit like this. Why are the blankets farting? Pony, I do remember when you became a pretty princess. And then I had to come save you. Oh, it's wave forcing time. Does it know better now? I turned it in the wrong fucking direction. Oh, I'm stupid. I turned it in the wrong direction. So now it thinks there's more water than there is. Okay, I think that's adjusted correctly. My thoughts on mint chocolate chip ice cream. Anyone who says that it tastes like toothpaste is a liar and a child. Oh, that's good. Now, that's really kicking into high gear. Anyone who doesn't like mint chocolate chip ice cream has either never tried it or they just were born with the wrong taste buds. Only vanilla and chocolate. Vanilla is great. Vanilla is like a top 3 ice cream flavor for me. Just because you can really do anything with it and it'll work. Chocolate ice cream has got to be one of the lowest ones for me though. I can't. It ruins one of the most important aspects of ice cream. It has to be creamy. Every time I've eaten chocolate ice cream, it has not been that. I really hope it wave forces again. This rinse could be better if it wave forced, which it's fixing to do right now. So my #1 ice cream then? I have no idea. Wish I could tell you. I can tell you the best milkshake I've ever had, though. It is a half cherry, half marshmallow cream milkshake with caramel. That is the best milkshake I've ever had. Close second is the Huckleberry milkshake from Black Bear Diner, though. It was soft serve, by the way, because it, well, milkshake, duh. Just show me the water level. Why is it doing it so slow then? What about a cream soda float? I haven't had a cream soda float, but I've had a root beer float. They're okay. I'm not the biggest fan of them, honestly. Fuck, now I want ice cream. I'll be back. We don't have ice cream. But I do have whatever the hell a Nutty Buddy is. It's what my mom eats. It's these things. I have no clue. You don't understand the Spanish? I don't speak Spanish either. Oh. Oh, this is goated. No, this doesn't have steam. That's the model above this one. I really am wondering, what the hell are we doing with 43 minutes left on the cycle? I'm gonna play when the... I have 4 more loads of laundry to do, bro. I will probably be in bed at the end of this. Okay, what? Huh? We've got 42 minutes left. Did I put 2 extra rinses on accident? Doesn't seem it. I have no clue what it's trying to do. Unless it added an extra rinse by itself? You know what? Let's cut to the chase. Let's do a proper rinse. The giant air bubble. Okay. Now, let's go behind the machine and watch it. Okay. Let's watch it do that, I guess. I was gonna say let's watch it waterlock, because that's what it's gonna do. But I guess we could also watch it jiggle like this. Speeding up. Oh yeah, it's waterlocked as shit. Yeah, it just waterlocked. Just the slightest bit out of balance. I have no clue why it was squeaking there for a second, but it seems to be okay now. It was probably just the cabinet hitting the wall. Oh, it's a little wobbly. Oh no, it's got that. Is it raining outside? No, that's the drain hose. Well, since it's spinning like this, I don't need to throw it into the 8900. I just need to let it spin like this. But Evan, if you go to bed, you're gonna miss the funny. That's it, Evan. If you're gonna go to sleep, you're no longer invited to my birthday party. And I just want you to know that Spider-Man was going to be making an appearance. There's no more water coming out of the hose, so I'm gonna say that's long enough. Now, some may call this slightly unorthodox, but I have two loads, and I want to try two different things. One load, I want to try using the most amount of water possible for a cycle, and for the other one, I want to see how a cycle behaves with the least. So what I'm going to do is, once I throw these in the dryer, I'm just gonna actually, holy shit, that one's dry. I'm gonna just start turning the pressure switch in one direction. And then I'm gonna throw it in test mode and just see what happens. And I'm gonna see which direction it decides that it's gonna go. Just give it an hour 15. So, grab the flathead, and I'm actually just going to use you guys as light because it works. Have you been to AMC before? I don't know what AMC is. There is my demolished little pathetic looking pressure switch. Oh, it's already... Is it? Well, it already won't let me turn it in that direction. So I'm going to say I already had it at the max. I think this was at the max. So this is already at the max level, which means we're going to try whites. Am I going to scrap the LG? Absolutely not. Am I going to abandon? No, I'm not. Why does everybody think that? Everyone thinks I'm getting rid of the LG. I've said multiple times on multiple occasions that I'm not. Unless something actually happens to it, like the entire control board dies, and it's something not worth fixing, then I'm keeping the LG. It's not broken. The pressure switch is a little bit, but it's manageable because I can control the pressure switch myself. Go semi-warm, extra high spin. We want light soil for this because that's how we get it to do the crazy agitation. Turbo wash. And I don't think I need an extra rinse for this, honestly. I'm gonna let it sense empty, so it thinks that it's empty. By the way, once this starts doing its thing that I want to see, I'm gonna head inside the house. And then I will return once the cycle is done. I'll be monitoring it from inside the house. But it's getting a little cold. So I don't want... This isn't a tub clean. I just want it to sense empty. I'm just gonna do a cap full of Tide. Sensed down to 46 minutes. Oh, sorry, 48. Lower than I expected, but then again, it does think it's empty. Now I can throw the clothes in. So hopefully this should give us a combination of the direct drive agitation and, what do you call it? The high water level. I want to see how good the rollover can get like this. And then I'm going to do the opposite on bedding, because I want to see how aggressive the agitation can be when it's at a low level. It'll also do agitub at a low level, which would be interesting. This is going to take a minute to fill, though. Does it know that it's filling? It's barely registering that it's filling. There's a chance that it throws an IE error, but I don't think it will. Even if it does, that's why I haven't added the detergent yet. Also, because I want to see it start the agitation. I want to see them roll over for a minute. Then I'll throw the detergent in. Let's see what it thinks now. Okay. It's about double the amount of water. That's what it will be doing. Okay, it should stop soon. But then it's gonna add more water. What's up, Pony? Yeah, I want to go there. It probably won't be anytime in the near future, but I do want to go there. Nope, nope. You're gonna add some more water, actually, buddy. I'm not gonna fill it all the way, that's ridiculous. It doesn't need to be that. Pony, I absolutely would. I don't think it needs any more than that, honestly. Everything's floating. It's exactly where I'd want it for hoodies. There we go. Oh, and yeah, that is doing pretty nice. It's not turning over. Well, it is actually a little. Actually, it's turning over a lot. It was just hard to see with the orange one. But I can tell with the other one it's turning over. This is exactly what I wanted right here. Full turnover. Okay, well, like I said, I'm gonna go inside the house now. I've got a local I want to run and run 8, but I'm gonna keep monitoring this so that the machine doesn't do anything silly. Next load, we'll try the opposite thing. heard the end chime through the stream inside. That was pretty interesting, I think. I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, I'm gonna throw some more batteries, some new ones into this light here, because it's kind of dying. And then we're gonna throw in the load where we're gonna test the opposite experiment of what happens if you run bedding with the pressure switch. Ah, that's very bright. Holy crap. Let's see. Where did I put the flathead? Oh, it's over here. So, I actually need this. I need to rotate the pressure switch in the opposite direction. All the way in the opposite direction. That's a little much. Okay, we'll just let's do that. That's probably fine. It's like very loose at this point. It's the screw itself was trying to come out. The little pressure switch screw. I guess you can just unscrew it at will if you really wanted to. Let's try filling with some cold water. Let's see how far it gets us. Let me throw in my load. I think it's too low right now for it to even detect anything. This is a smaller load because, well, we're testing low water level, so it's going to be a small load. Oh, here it goes. Now it's climbing down very fast. $254, $53. Oh yeah, this is 52, 51. Let me get them all wet at least. 250. Should see where it is on the impeller. Okay, so this will be really interesting actually. For detergent, I'm literally just gonna it's 4 pairs of shorts. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this in and see what happens. I was actually hoping around now is when it would quit. I guess I'll undo it some more. Until it cuts out, which was right there. I hope it doesn't vibrate out. I don't think it will. We'll go bedding, cold, extra high spin, fabric softener, and we will do an extra rinse because of, yes. And let's go heavy soil too, just to see what happens. Given that I'm using dish soap, and this is a low level actually, well, it's gonna do 2 rinses anyways. Yeah, that's fine. What does it think the current water level is? 30. Okay. All right, I see. I'm just gonna give it a couple circles. Peak measuring right there. A couple of circles. I want to see where this fills to before. Because of the water level, because the water level is going to be higher than, well, it's going to think the water level is higher. It should honestly just surprisingly still filling, even though it's dropping rapidly. Or dropping very rapidly now on how much water's in there. Or what it thinks, I should say. So this is going to be bedding with a low water level. That's what we're running right now. Or that's what we should be running, but it's still adding water, despite it thinking the level is ending in 23. It should stop now. Ah, there it goes. Not as much as I wanted to add, honestly. I don't think I wanted to add any more than that. Or at least not a whole bunch more than that. I'll just drop the lid. That works. Quiet down. Well, I gotta pull the plug or it's gonna drain all this water. So, we've encountered a mishap. We've encountered quite the mishap. In attempt to get this thing to adjust the pressure switch, I have accidentally removed the screw head. That right there is the spring, which is the part that actually tells the pressure switch what it's supposed to do. I need to get this back on there. There we go. Now, when I plug this back in, it hopefully should not immediately begin draining. Because if it does, I just fucked everything over. And we're gonna have to start from the beginning. But hopefully, it doesn't remember anything. Plugging it in. And it doesn't remember a thing. I've lobotomized it. Doesn't remember a thing. It's like a child. Still thinks that there's little to no water in it. Let's reset the settings. I'll add a little more detergent for what we lost. Let me check what it thinks the level is right now. Okay, so we've made it think that there's... Alright. It's not going to be as low as I hoped it would be, but it's going to be pretty low still. It'll be less than half the tub. That's funny. I can't believe that shit just happened. I'm really hoping that this works out because I want to see this thing do agitub like that. Actually, it could use some more water. Yeah, no, it's only to the top of the impeller, actually. So some more water could be useful. That was so fucking funny. It didn't show an error on the screen or anything either. It just, the screen went blank. .302, 301. Okay, we're dropping pretty quickly. We should be at full level soon. I still can't believe that happened. That's so funny. It really just popped out. I didn't know it could do that. Interesting to see that it can, though. I always thought that the screw was the plastic thing. No. The plastic thing only adjusts the tension of that spring. So hypothetically, even if I broke, like, the screw top to it, I could just, like, duct tape the spring down. Hypothetically. Okay, I'm going back in. Pausing it. Lowering the lid. Please don't let the spring pop out, or else it's going to undo. What the fuck does that noise mean? Okay. I think that's literally the most it can go without the screw popping out. Oh, it's child lock. I activated child lock on accident. Okay. It really doesn't need more water. That's why I just tried to do that. And it worked. The chances of it popping out mid-cycle are very high, but now that I know I can easily undo that, I don't really care too much. As long as I don't lose that fucking screw. Oh, it almost thinks that it's full. Yeah, we're damn near. 50. 150. Full level is... Okay, there we go. Well, the machine thinks it's full now. This is about where I wanted it, actually. Well, it's a little more than I wanted it. But let's see. The dryer's done. So it thinks it's full right now. I have a feeling those blankets ain't dry, so I'm going to start it again. Yeah, no, this one in the back has just balled itself up the entire cycle. Back in. Only like 20 more minutes. More water? It ain't gonna be adding more for long. That's for damn sure. Yeah, there it goes. Now, that was the sensing agitation, I think. This is where it's actually going to. I expected a lot stronger for bedding, I'm gonna be honest. I expected longer strokes, more aggressive strokes. This isn't what I was expecting. Oh, but is it gonna do agitub? Oh, it's doing the full level agitub, the lower level. I'm hoping that the agitation is going to get a lot more aggressive. I really want to see what it's like. Is it too late to switch it to light soil? Yes. It's kind of a shame, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go back in the house now. I'll come back out if it either one stops because it's or you know. came out to check on it because it seemed like it was ending too soon. It's not. This is the right time for it to be draining. So I'm gonna leave it be. Actually, I'm gonna stay for a second and make sure that it even recognizes when it's empty. Yep. if I'm being honest, guys, I want to go to bed. That rinse looks pretty clear to me. Actually looks crystal clear. Okay. You know what though? I'm thinking I'm gonna call it for the night. Does this program have Waveforce? No, it doesn't. I'm thinking I'm gonna call it for the night. So let me just let this drain itself. Since I now know how. It's just child locked itself again. Give it a second. There it goes. See, what does it think the water level is right now? Oh, it just says 0. It doesn't even know. Well, you see, all you have to do to get the machine to think that it's overfilling and drain itself is just remove the screw for the pressure switch entirely. All of a sudden, you've got an LG that thinks it's constantly overfilling, so it's constantly draining. Even if I turn the machine off, it'll keep draining. Will it keep going? What if I try to put it in test mode? No. It throws an error here. And then it starts draining again here. What if I go into this test mode? Nope. Locks you out of it too. Let's try a spin only. Let's see what it'll do for a spin only. Ah, the pressure switch is back. It's reading 87. Which is a little low, if you didn't know. It's not supposed to read 87. Oh, it really doesn't know what's going on. Okay, now that was funny. Okay. Let's, you know what? Now I'm even more curious. Let's just see. This is with practically no pressure switch at all. Let's just see what happens. The lid's still locked. So it doesn't know it has a pressure switch right now, pretty much. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to notice there's some water coming in. It's dropping fast. Oh my God, it's dropping very fast. That's the cutoff right there. And there is not even enough to get up to the impeller. That is insane. That's insane. I've actually lobotomized the fucking thing. Just wait until it starts draining and watch the number. Actually lobotomized. I literally just lobotomized the fucking Waveforce. That is insane. What the fuck? Okay. Let's dial the pressure switch in the other direction now. Let's set it to how it's supposed to be. I need this running in order to know though. I actually have 0 light, so I can't tell. Oh, it's the spring itself is actually spring, not springing. How peculiar. Let's actually put the pressure switch back in. There we go. Now, I don't know how far in this is supposed to go. But I know if I go all the way and then go about 1, 2, that's about where it's supposed to be. Not exactly, but about. And that's good enough for me. Water's going in because I'm testing the pressure switch. And yeah, it's looking like I adjusted it right this time. The softener didn't dispense. I have to run the softener dispenser now. It doesn't matter too much since I'm gonna have it immediately drained away. Well, in tonight's stream, we lobotomized a Waveforce. And it worked. They're very thin. They don't need to spin for long. Just a couple seconds, really. Okay, well, I'm not gonna stream this process because packing up the Waveforce takes like, I don't know, a while. So I'm just gonna literally flush the bleach dispenser because it's full of water right now because test mode does that. Just gonna flush all the dispensers, let it spin itself dry real quick, and then throw it back into storage, which is the corner. It still counts as storage. Actually, hold on, I fucked this up. I forgot to flush the water line itself. Like the hose. The hose is still full of water. Is it still going? Dang. More in that hose than I thought. I guess. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. Now I can let it spin itself. I can also put the drain hose on the ground so that it drains all of the water out of the system. Or not all of it, but a good most of it. Disconnect the water. Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna call a wrap. Because from this point forward, it really is just me pushing it into the corner. So, thanks for watching. Gonna be streaming again tomorrow, definitely, because I have the rest of my bed to wash. The blankets are already done. I have 2 loads of actual clothes to do, and then I got sheets. I got a lot. And knowing the 8900, that's gonna take me a while. So, actually, expect streams for the next couple of days, or I could try to do a stream 2 at once of the Waveforce and the 8900. But every time I do that, something goes wrong. So I'm gonna decide to not do that. I'll just use the 8900. But yeah, it was good getting this thing some use again. Guess you'll see this in like another month and a half, or when I remember it exists.